Hello, Algebra 1 students. We are in Unit 4, Inequalities, Tier 3, Lesson 3, Solving Inequalities Mixed. Let's check off our booklet. Here we are in Lesson 3 of Tier 3, Solving Inequalities Mixed. First thing we want to do, I have a little typo here. I want this to be a plus sign, not a minus sign. So make that change right there in your booklet. All right, so let's solve these. I got two examples here, and let's just pound through them. So again, I always start with drawing my balance point, okay? Since this 4 is only under the x, and this 9 over here is a separate term by itself, okay? Those are two separate terms. So we got to get rid of the 9 first before we can do anything with that 4 in the denominator. So to get rid of a positive 9, we just subtract 9 from both sides. So then these cancel, and I have x over 4 on this side, and I have 11 minus 9, which is 2 left on that side. All right, now to get rid of that 4 in the bottom here, I multiply by a positive. So since it's positive, I don't change anything with the sign. I multiply by a positive 4 to that side and this side. So then after I multiply by 4, these 4's cancel, these 4's cancel. And then I get x left over here, which is less than or equal to 2 times 4, which is 8. So that would be my solution there. On this side, with this example, again, I'm going to draw my balance point. Again, I'm going to draw my balance point. And again, I have the same situation here to where this 2 is under just the one term, and the 4 is an independent term by itself. But then I got this other thing going on, which is this x is on this side and x is on this side. So I got to be real careful. First thing I want to think about is I want to look and say, okay, well, this has 8 x's on this side and this has 1 x on this side. So if I subtract 8 x's, I'm going to get minus 7 x's on this side, which I don't want because I don't like to deal with negatives if I don't have to. So I want to take that x and go to the other way, but first I got to get just x's by itself over here. So the first thing I want to do is I want to subtract 4 from both sides. When I subtract 4 from both sides, these 4's cancel. I'm left with 8x over 2 is less than x plus 13 minus 4. Those are like terms, so I can put them together. 13 minus 4 is 9. Perfect. Now what I want to do is I want to now multiply this side by 2. That way I can get the fraction out of here. But if I multiply this side by 2, I got to multiply this entire side by 2. And then that brings me back to my good friend, the distributive property, where I have to multiply each term on that side by the number that I'm multiplying the other side by. That's going to give me, these 2's cancel, and it's going to give me 8x on that side is less than, then I have 2 times x, which gives me 2x, and then 2 times 9, which gives me plus 18. So now I want to move the x to get all the x's on one side. If I subtract 2x here, I got to subtract 2x here. These terms cancel, and on this side I'm left with a positive 18 is greater than 8x minus 2x is just 6x. So now I have to divide by 6 on both sides. These 6's cancel. I'm left with x is less than 18 divided by 6 is 3. So that would be my solution there. Again, be careful. Make sure you use the distributive property when you're here. Okay, multiply it by the whole side. Good luck on your practice sets.